Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Can I have it?
And grilled salmon and brownie.
Look how fucking healthy you
Look
are.
how beautiful that is.
I ate bean dip and tortilla chips for dinner because I'm a trash goblin.
I had a sandwich.
I try very hard. We had sandwiches for lunch every week. I've been making a fancy sandwich, and this week is an Italian beef sandwich with a horseradish cream spread on it, and it is
That's
just
so fucking good. Man,
Last week was a good ass pastrami on rye with sauerkraut.
I fucking love pastrami, man.
It's so good.
So good.
Good news, I fixed my microphone.
Nice.
Bad news, Michael. Bad news.
No, good news.
We loved you
Oh,
talking
yeah.
like a robot.
But yes, I got a new microphone, but then I couldn't. Reaper did not like it, so now Reaper does like it. So everything in the world's great, other than that I no longer sound like a serial killer sometimes.
I'm down with everything except for you not sounding like a serial killer.
Michael,
Did we
who
start
is
again?
Reaper?
Oh,
What, buddy?
Who
What
is
pal?
Reaper?
Reaper's what I use instead of Audacity.
Do you see Reaper in the room right now?
Michael, are you Reaper? Is that a part of you?
I'm Reaper.
Reaper is a character in a video game I play sometimes.
Overwatch. He's the best one, right?
That's what I was gonna say too.
No, that's not it.
He's almost as good as that guy with the bow and arrow.
No, there's no. It's not in that game.
Oh
He's
yeah,
almost as good
Lucio.
as the girl who shoots ice.
No, he's not in that game. He's not in that game either. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm a gamer. Hey Twitch, so
I'm a
good to
gamer.
see you. I'm a gamer.
He's been drinking his gamer fuel. He's ready to go.
You missed us
Gamer
talking
comes.
about.
Man, remember Gamer Come? That was good times.
I forget what we said when we were accidentally streaming on Bachmann's personal channel. I'm sleepy because I'm sleeping on an air mattress downstairs.
Because of our cats.
To our cats.
Not because we're having marital problems.
No.
But we're going to have marital problems when I have to get used to sharing the bed again. That's
Yeah.
going to be a problem for me.
Yeah. So, a little sleepy, but
I'm ready for the freaking weekend, baby, and it's not tomorrow. I still got to make it one more day.
yeah, I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. I think.
You think so?
Yeah, I
Why?
think so.
I have to give a presentation at 9 a.m. at work to the whole
Oh,
office
that's not good.
because I love to be in pain.
Have you thought
Yeah,
about
I
not
like to
doing
be
that?
sad. It's cool, but I smoked a couple beers yesterday when we played board games with some Wizard of the Coast people. Don't
No
worry
big
about
deal.
it. Just,
No big deal.
no big deal.
I was laughing because Oni Chin Chin in the chat said, "Y'all drinking Gamer Girl piss tonight?" Answer is yes.
Yeah, that's what I call beer.
Gamer Girl piss.
Yeah. So this is our podcast,
haven't
and this
started
is what the
recording
Twitch
yet.
is like. I
You love to talk about piss.
like to fix Jennifer's posture constantly. Rub her soft shirts.
It is really soft.
Stare at the camera and wink at this one viewer.
You don't have to do that.
Starting next week.
I like to play my
everyone.
Vita.
Starting next week, everyone, we're entering into beta phase on something that we don't have a name for, but let's just call it Drunks and Dragons Community
Theater.
Pasta Spaghetti Hour. Community appreciation moment where, much like some other popular actual play shows, something that we're like, oh, duh, this is what we should do this too, where we'll take the fan arts that you have created, bring it up on stream so everyone can enjoy it, and then just talk about it, love on it, yum on it a little bit. Fellowship.
We're gonna suckle on it.
We're gonna suckle on it, like my kitty cat does on her brother.
She loves doing that.
So we're recording next week,
People, don't suckle on your brother, please. Just don't. It's
No.
cool for cats.
October 11th. So same as always, either use hashtag was it drunks and doodles?
Yes.
Drunk
Drunks
sand oodles.
No.
Drunks. Oh yeah.
Drunks and Doodles.
Drunks and doodles. And yeah, it's we're always looking for ways to say thank you other than obviously clicking like and saying thank you, And we think the best way to say thank you is to have more people say it, right? So that's starting next week. And also it's going to be a fun time to help us get pumped the fuck up chatting before we start, which is what we do regardless, but now we just wanted to have a little more structure. So I think we'll all have a good time.
We were like, we get started too quick, so we need to like drag it out a little bit.
Yeah.
How can we do that?
That's so true.
Right now, I'm looking up on thesaurus.com to see if there is a word that means appreciation, but it starts with the U, so you can make it the, wait, what did I just say? Community appreciation moment, but it become instead.
Okay.
But I don't think that word
Community.
Community uppance.
No. Community. I'll workshop it. I'll work on it.
Help us make everybody.
Chat room, give us a U word that will help us.
Let's try if you do an E word, because then we can do came. Community appreciation moment. Everyone.
Extravaganza.
Extravaganza came.
I don't really want to write hashtag came on the old. Well, we don't have to, I suppose. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, everyone. We have hit the ceiling, kind of, for our growth percentages.
Okay.
And you know how we're going to be able to get rid of that?
What?
Cleaning our act up.
No.
Squeeze.
We hit the ceiling of the sub basement, and we want to get into the basement.
Let me into the
Let
us in.
We love all of our trash-loving dumpster fans, but we gotta stop cussing. We're gonna stop cussing all the time. We're gonna not drink.
What?
We're not gonna drink anymore. We're
gonna sing praises to the Lord.
We're gonna
stop making fun of God.
We're gonna stop making fun of God.
We're gonna just praise him.
Yeah, and how dumb it is.
Gotta give it up to big man JC.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do.
No.
We're gonna call the new podcast "Sober and Serpents."
Sobering serpents. These serpents will really bring you down.
But you have to realize all these people won't give us money or let us be a part of their fun things they're doing because our name is Drunks and Dragons, and we constantly talk about how good cum is and how much it's funny to talk about it. But yeah, I guess we should just lean into it more. Cum good, and I think poop is fun to play in, and I like to.
No, I don't like that.
Poop is fun to play in.
No, it's only
I'll give you a round.
Drink pee.
Unity is a good U word that the chat room brought up.
That's
Community unity. Community unity moments.
Come.
Come.
Hang on, everybody. Let's all come together.
Can we somehow make it say Gautier?
Who wants to come a D20?
We should probably hit record.
Yeah, we should probably make some art. Jennifer and I actually listened to the end of the last podcast, like heroes.
That's
I forgot what happened.
So I think my brain was full of allergy medication, so I didn't had a little.
You did like at the very end, kind of started to lose it a little bit.
Yeah, you got to.
If you ask me, it's the way to go.
You gotta lose control.
I almost said a joke.
That would be terrible if you said a joke. You've never done that before.
From now on, right?
Yeah, no jokes today, guys. All right, no jokes.
Only D&D.
And we're gonna follow every rule.
Yeah, and if we're not sure of a rule, we'll get out my 4th edition book. We're playing 4th edition this week, by the way.
All right. Who wants to? You got everyone has Audacity open or
Michael,
Reaper?
I would love to.
Yeah, buddy.
Do you have Reaper open?
Everybody roll a D20. The person who gets the highest is the one who starts recording.
And that's the only track.
I did another guest appearance recording thing with Maniacs that don't go at the same time. They just go back and forth and clap. And our clap was not synced.
How did you do that?
That makes sense.
Wait, they clap in order?
Their editors. Huh?
They clap in order?
So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then after you say 5, clap.
Fucking stupid.
I don't like
I
that.
hate it. Fucking
Does everyone have their track armed in Reaper?
yeah.
Okay. On go. 3, 2, 1, go. We're recording.
Recording.
Michael, tell me about Reaper and why you use it.
Audacity would when I was not talking, the volume would slowly creep up and get louder and louder. Then I would talk and it would be like,
Oh,
Explode.
and there was
I thought that
no
was
way
just
to
like
turn it off. There's no way to turn it off. You couldn't turn it off. It would just get louder. It was constantly like sitting there adjusting the volume. Reaper
Here's
doesn't
my
do
thing,
that.
though. I feel like that happens during like G chats and stuff like that too.
So you're saying it's not the Audacity?
That's what I'm saying.
You think it's a microphone?
Definitely, it does it in Audacity, and it does not do it in Reaper. So
Your
Maybe
data.
Reaper is just better.
Yeah.
Do you pay for it?
I click a button every time it says that I don't.
Please.
That like
Be
I'm
money.
still evaluating it.
Oh.
And I've been using it for like 2.5 years.
Oh no!
Gotta
You
put
should
it
probably
through
get
spaces.
some.
You got to put it through its paces.
I'm still not sure. Still on the fence.
Christ.
Thinking about it though. All right then,
Y'all ready to play some D&D?
y'all ready for this?
Yeah, bitch.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun. Jock jams. Wake up, Tim.
Whenever I was
Be-
like
be
12,
aggressive.
I used to have a Jock Jam CD.
Oh yeah,
I
that
probably
was the shit.
do have that CD.
What was the
I-
first cassette tape that you ever owned?
Cassette
Isn't-
tape?
a mixtape my sister made, and it had 80s music on it, like the German version, 99 Nuff Balloons, Physical, Jesse's Girl, stuff like
Good
that.
one.
I had
Classic.
a crisscross cassette tape.
I don't remember what my first cassette tape was, but my first CD was Savage Garden.
Solid
I'm-
choice.
So old that I remember my family's first tape deck in a car.
What was
Yes.
your first 8-track?
And we had 8 tracks before that. I don't remember any of those because I was very little. But the first tape we had was Michael Jackson's Thriller, and that's the only
Yes.
tape we had. And we just played it over and over and over again.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
Like, y'all like Thriller? Good.
Good.
I don't think I ever had a cassette. I think eventually I bought Nirvana's In Utero
Oh, he's so cool.
after tapes were out because I had a car that did not have a CD player in it.
But but I also have a memory of your first CD being a good one too.
My first CDs were Matchbox 20. Wait, no, it was the Prince of Persia soundtrack.
No, Prince of Egypt, not
Prince of
Prince of
Egypt.
Persia. is something different.
I say that every single time. And
I mean, if you love Jake
Barely
Gyllenhaal and that
Confused.
movie that much, sure. Go for
I
it.
went back in time.
Prince of Egypt is a fucking good soundtrack.
Yeah.
It
It
is.
is.
That shit holds up.
Yeah.
I had a CD get stuck in one of my cars a while, like in high school, and it was the Empire Records soundtrack, and that could have been worse.
Pretty good, yeah.
When I finally sold the car, I was selling to him, and I was like, kind of sucks because the CD is like stuck in here, you can't get it out, and I hit the eject button to show him, CD fucking popped out.
Take this bitch.
One final cooking before you sell the car.
Yeah, that car was haunted.
That ghost hated you.
There's so much ectoplasm all over the car.
My car has had the same CD in it for the last, I don't know how many years.
Which Taylor Swift album is it?
It's actually
It's Fearless, isn't it?
recording of a giant bomb cast with Ryan Davis on it. So every time it actually accidentally comes on, I remember he's dead, and I get sad.
Oh, that's really sad.
Yeah, that's
I was
part of
making
my
fun
life.
of you, but I can't make fun of
You
you.
can't get rid of it.
No, what else would I put in there?
Didn't somebody burn all of our podcasts a bunch of
On
DVDs?
CDs? Yeah.
CDs, yeah. I was on DVDs. It's not the same.
I guess we
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're all like, let's see how long we can go without starting the podcast.
We're so good at starting on
we,
time.
yeah.
We started at 7:30. Hello, 8:10.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Jennifer, well, we've almost been with Bachmann for almost an hour now.
It's true. We have been.
Damn.
Oh shit! Now that we're recording,
Crunch it.
Get a crunch sound.
All right, you guys want to start?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool. Greetings, adventurers. You have joined us for another episode of the Drunks and Dragons podcast. I am your dungeon master, Michael DiMauro, and with me is Mike Bachmann.
y'all. Can I
Jennifer
tell you,
Cheek.
It's good because I didn't have a joke.
Nika Howard. And Tim Lanning.
Hey, everybody, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me on this very normal and good episode.
We're all normal.
Maybe our best intro ever.
We decided once we hit past 275 that all episodes were hereby forward going to be second episodes and dog shit and bad.
Maybe we'll enter a new zone and enter the third episode zone somehow.
God, that's funny.
Have we ever recorded a third? I think we have once,
I think
right?
one time.
That was a bad idea.
Stop crunching!
Nika, say something. You were drinking when I introduced you, and no one knows you're here.
Oh, I am here. I was
Yay.
drinking because also I have to say this happened a couple weeks ago and now I'm like really self-conscious about it. Someone had tweeted that they liked that one episode where I got drunk and Bachmann roasted my ass on Twitter about that one episode. And then we started talking and re-listening to that episode, and apparently I told Tim that this was not Hydrate and Dragons. So now I feel like I drink too much whenever we're recording, but it's Drunks and Dragons. So what am I
Literally
going
the
to
name.
do?
I did, yeah, a couple episodes ago, we're like, Lahni, what do you think? And you're like, I don't know what's happening. And, you know, that was true to your character. And you should, and Michael gave you inspiration for it.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, it's all there's to it.
Those
No,
are
we,
always inspired.
if you think you have a problem, you have a problem, but don't let us tell you, you know.
I only drink when we record. And we record every night, so
It's fine.
Yeah, I only drink when I'm making content, but my idea of what's content is pretty broad.
Tim's
You know what
playing
they
video
say.
games by himself, not streaming. On his content.
That's content.
Yeah.
Content right now.
The last step is admitting you have a problem.
Me tweeting alone in bed. This is content.
this content is the content you crave.
The tweets I make on the toilet.
Thank you, everyone, for all the crazy support for Drinks and Daggers.
Yeah.
Super appreciate it. It's over now. I don't know where we landed. Maybe we got to Lucan.
I hope so.
I hope
If
so.
you're listening to this in the chat right now, it's not over. But if
not
you're
over.
listening to this
Hashtag
podcast, it
Road
is
to
over.
Bananas.
Get out your checkbook.
Yeah, it's your fucking checkbook.
26 hours to go if you're in the chat room.
Yo, I'm gonna need somebody to donate 20 large right now.
Come on, get out your
Mere
fucking checkbook.
16,800 and something
You
dollars.
donate. You donate 20,000. I'll send you a picture of my dick and give you the photo rights to use it in
Damn.
advertising.
Wow.
Advertising.
Wow.
Cool.
That's
So
a
thank
steal.
you. If you're listening to this in 2020, go to drinksanddaggers.com. Maybe you can order it. I don't know.
Like
Yeah, maybe there'll be like extra different stuff in there.
expansion
Who knows?
pack 2.
Lord of Destruction.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke about expansion pack 9, but come on, let's be realistic here.
That's 2020. That's
2020.
That's aggressive.
2019 is in like a week.
I mean, 2020. We're all gonna be dead by then. So.
Terrifying.
It's true.
I don't like it.
It's bad out there.
God, man.
Everybody, remember to vote.
Please.
Not everybody.
I don't want to make any predictions because it's too dangerous. I already predicted that Vine would go away and it did. I'm just.
What if
I'm just too powerful.
you just got to get something outlandish? I predict that Gilbert Gottfried is going to be president.
Well, can we just predict really good things?
No.
I predict
Nothing
that
good's
I'm
gonna
be
happen.
happy.
predict that in 2020 we'll all be podcasting for full time and living our best lives.
Damn.
Don't do that. No, there's no more good news anymore. It's just like it's like, oh, here's a sandwich, but I did put a little bit of kitty litter, not a lot, like,
There's some kitty litter in there.
but it is in there.
Only minor amounts.
Yes,
It's only lightly used.
Yeah,
It's
no, I'm
just
kidding.
enough to make you get your confidence back while you're chewing that there's not going to be a bite of kitty litter in
And
it.
It's like
And
a
then you
texture
crunch
thing.
down
Yeah.
And you crunch.
But in all seriousness, we like to play this game called Dungeons and Dragons
That's right.
to help forget about the woes of pains of accidentally deleting all of your client's communications from the shared SharePoint, or maybe your boss that doesn't respect
Did
you. or
that
something.
happen?
Yeah, it fucked up. But
Oh no!
3 days later, the client also fucked up, and so we're like, buds, best buds. Anyways, that was Tim's real job corner. I caught a Deoxys.
Tim not have a real job. Please.
I caught a Deoxys. What's it called? The Pokemon. He's a squiggly boy.
That's
He's
fine.
a DNA.
That's
Dino
exciting.
DNA.
Oh yeah. So
I hear music.
No, you don't.
should we? I'm just gonna throw this out there. Should we roll a d20?
Should
What
we?
if they-
That sounds
No,
pretty
hell
crazy.
yeah.
Should we do
know,
it?
You know, we
do?
spend so much time wondering if we could. We never stop to think if we should.
We should roll like a D12.
Tim, which one of these am I allowed to touch? Is this one
That
fine?
one you can touch
Okay.
that one.
Can we use D12s, Michael? They never get used.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
use a D12
Everyone
this
roll
week.
a d12.
No,
No,
I liked my
I'm
roll.
sorry, you have
roll?
to roll a d12.
Oh, piss.
I got a 9.
I get a 6.
I'm very stupid, and
got
I
a 10.
still
Fuck.
don't know what the dice look like.
It's the one that looks like a soccer ball.
Oh, nice. 2.
All right, I did it.
Tim Lanning. I think this is the
Hey,
first time
every-
you've ever won this.
Yeah. I use my lucky trait. Hello, everyone. This is the recap portion where we try to catch you up. Last week on Drunks and Dragons podcast, we kind of trapped the two folks who potentially maybe did something bad or maybe lost their jerseys. That's what you call a uniform. They're cop jerseys. And instead of sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah, so your brain just was like,
I heard echoes. Instead of being like, oh, Paylor's right over here, it was, oh, we got to go somewhere. We got to go back to the prime material plane. And so y'all fought those two boys and beat them up in a good way, put them in the bone cage. Toby held off the orcs for a little bit as both Doug the Dark Elf and an adult silver dragon. And then when we finished on that and figured out our next steps, we went on over to say goodbye to King Titus Harper, who is about to be absorbed into the essence of Paylor, which is what all Paylor Hopians or Paylor worshippers hope one day happens to them. And we teleported to the throne room of Paylor's Hope, where we hung out and said hello to Ashiara Dane and Eludra and Jayla, and the whole crew is there.
Nah, Scratchy's dead.
Scratchy's currently dead. Yeah, Scratchy died.
Do y'all think we've seen the last of Titus Harper this time, or?
I doubt it.
He'll slither back out
Michael-
from Paylor.
Again, my whole theory is Michael's going to kill the gods so that we can put out a source book that has our gods and we won't get sued. So what if, everyone,
Such a
what
good idea.
if Titus Harper knew Paylor? That
What?
way, like Ed Greenwood or Gary Gygax or whatever the
Yeah.
shit
Ugh,
can't
gross.
come after my goddamn money again.
They never let us rest.
Yeah.
Always, the ghost of Gary Gygax is after us all the time.
Yeah.
So true.
He's haunting me really bad.
Yeah.
He keeps moving my stuff around.
Yeah.
So yeah. So did you say how it ended?
That we teleported to.
And then you met a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was I not listening when you said that?
Sounds like it.
Eckart Dayhammer was there. Did
Eckart
you say that?
Dayhammer. I did not say that he was there.
He
So
was doing rough.
he was on crutches.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are in a room with
Slaps.
Aludra and Jayla and Lahni and Rowan and Skud and Toby and Tom.
And Ashiarde. There's a lot of people in this room.
Which Tom?
Tom Harper.
Oh, shit.
Ah, boo.
And Eckart Dayhammer.
So this is what. So I feel like last we left it, Tom Harper was actually getting hugged by Ashiarde.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and she was exuding an aura of warmth and motherly love.
Believe it or
Is that
not.
possible?
It was
And
real
it-
weird. Everyone was really weirded out by it.
Yeah, Asha Ardain is having the best heel turn. Is it still that when you are a heel and you're turning into not a heel? Anyways,
Oh shit, I don't know. Wrestling folks tell
Oh, I
us.
gotta get this cat out of here.
This cat's gotta go.
but he's talking to Chili Manili. All right, what's up?
So what do you
Hey, bud, what's up? We just started. You taking an edible an hour ago? So yeah, we're continuing on our fantastic story. We delivered Tom back to his mom.
Ashi Ardain wipes some tears out of her eyes, and she stands up, and suddenly the pristine marble-like appearance is back in her face.
Oh, no. You can just see it wash over her.
And she goes, I believe some introductions are in order. I'll let you all handle it.
Hi, my name's Lahni. I'm with the Tower Grey. We run around and we do things, and mostly we do good things.
Sure. These are our new members.
Yeah, this is Skud Derringer. Say hello, Skud.
My name's Skud, and I'm good at skeletons and bones.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Isn't that cool? Did we not meet you guys already? Did we come here?
I don't think.
I don't
Side
think
note,
we
this is
did,
different.
though.
I don't think they met. I don't think she met these two.
Well, they've been here. Remember when Scud's bones carried a sleeping Toby through the place when we came and picked up the tuning fork?
But so Aludra and Jayla are
Correct. They have not met Aludra and Jayla.
Oh,
So Asha Ardain's like, I fucking met these people, dumbasses. Classic you.
Well, no, Asha
Aludra,
Ardain is
hey.
saying you should all introduce yourselves, is what she's saying.
God.
Exactly.
Okay, of course.
Yes. Aludra, this is Skud Derringer.
So nice to meet you, Skud. What's your specialty? What's your deal?
Men made from bones. That's my jam.
Wow.
And this is Lahni Lahnik Caplain. Say hello.
Hi.
Jayla, this is Lahni. Say have a couple raps together.
What do you look dirty? Well, I'm not really dirty, but Ma used to say if you can't wash yourself off, you might as well just keep all of your dirt on you because it can remind you of your past experiences and maybe you'll learn something from a little piece of dirt. That sounds incredibly stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's so sweet of you. Oh, you're just so nice. Well, bless your heart, you big purple lady.
Well, cool. Who's this guy? Oh, it's you! You helped us fight back Lolf. How are you doing?
Oh, you're talking to Eckart Dayhammer?
Yeah.
By Rhaegar's unfinished introductions, I don't believe Aludra has met Rowan yet. Is that true?
I don't think that's true.
You don't think that's true? They haven't met each other?
Before.
In the
Yeah,
past,
I
I'm
think
sure
so.
they have.
They
Yeah.
have.
Well, they should say hi to each other at least.
I see what's going on right now.
I see what you're...
Oh, Rowan, it's so good to see you again. Yeah, pretty good to see you too. It's nice to be back with my sister. And Rowan goes over and gives a noogie to Ashiarde.
You little scamp.
Ah, she's so pretty. Look at her.
I'm gonna play an improv game. Okay, Rowan, Ludra, Jayla, and Lahni stand in a row, and I need you guys to pretend like you're reading out of a manual. Maybe it's a manual for a trebuchet. Maybe it's a manual for up portal. And when I start, then I point to one of you. What? No. Okay.
No, Toby, I'm not gonna do. That's not. I think that sounds kind of fun.
Thanks, Ludra.
I like to be supportive of my friends, and Toby, I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you. Hey, check this out. It's an orc ear.
Whoa!
Yeah, I spit it out of my mouth.
Now, what?
I turned into a dragon, and I ate 20 orcs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Paylor's Hope is being attacked by Groomsh.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on.
Yeah, have you heard anything about Paylor? Paylor is missing.
This is Jennifer talking again. Didn't we see Paylor? He came here? Am I remembering wrong?
Oh, I thought we had information about where he was taken. We think
he's like going to Shadowfell, or I keep
a town called Grol in the Shadowfell.
And we're supposed to go find Long Shadow.
Josale Long Shadow. I'm recalling this from memory and not reading the wiki.
Works for Torog? Is that what I wrote?
Yeah.
Yes. God of jailers and torturers.
Nice.
Eckart Dayhammer goes, I must converse with you in a more private setting if possible. These children don't need to know, and he points towards Tom.
Just one
about such things.
The one children.
Okay.
All right, well, the group of, I don't know, like 8 of us or however many there are here, let's go in the side room.
Okay.
Wait, why wouldn't we just tell Tom to go in another room? Why does, the whole room leave this one kid by
I
himself?
point at Tom and cast minor illusion and give him earmuffs that conduct sound of his favorite teen bard that he loves.
Is it Jet Razor?
No, Jet Razor is. Everyone hates him. They spit on him.
I feel like I imagine Tom Harper sitting on the throne just eating sweeties now.
Yeah,
with his little feet kicking.
Yeah.
I would think Bucky wouldn't hate Jet Razor, right? Because Bucky's still in those rebellious years.
100%.
Oh yeah, I feel like he thinks he's cool.
Yeah,
he's cool because he went against the parents and
he thought he was a piece of shit until he found out that he was trying to kill everybody, and then he's
like, that's cool, actually.
So cool. We should keep
even though he tried to kill his own mother.
Yeah.
Whatever, Bucky.
Yeah. Can we get Bucky in with the Kingdom psychiatrist therapist?
He needs.
I think they specifically try to kill Bucky.
He's a lost boy.
Yeah. That being said, being like, have you heard this music? Yeah, the guy playing it tried to kill me.
It's pretty cool.
No big deal. I saw him live.
So Eckart turns to you and goes, tell me news of Paylor.
Well, he's gone.
Yeah, shit is not so great.
Sometime after you left, Paylor disappeared, and it sounds like he's in we explained, Grol, Shadowfell, Josale, Long Shadow, Torog.
This is bad news. This is not good.
Yeah, did you see anything at the feast? He disappeared a few days after. Was there anything up?
Anything out of place?
Well, yes. There were many things out of place.
Hopefully not the soup spoon.
Toby's very into manners and which spoons you should use.
High tea etiquette and everything.
Yeah. On my downtime, I've been learning how to set tables, so I'm proficient in table setting.
He can do those make napkins into swans and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. He isn't into important meeting etiquette.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
This guy is cranky.
I'm sorry.
You just told me that Paylor is missing. Is this a time for jests and japes?
Sometimes you gotta make jokes just to get through the day, man. We've been through some rough shit, and I know you have too, but
I fought Grosh.
We're adventurers, and this is how we deal with it sometimes.
Yes, sometimes you gotta laugh through the tears.
I'm sorry. I went too far. I'm extremely injured and in a lot of pain. They don't have ibuprofen here.
What?
It's my.
Did you ever
My
try
apologies.
just healing real fast?
No.
Since I can move so fast, my body just naturally regenerates, as is canon.
Is that true?
Well,
Wow.
out of character, I don't age anymore, so kind of I can attribute it to moving fast.
Lahni doesn't understand why it's working, and so she's like, "It must be because of this."
It has to be this.
2 steps in front of the old grave man.
That's fascinating. Did you possibly hit your head really hard when you were in this battle with these orcs or anything like that? No?
I
Okay,
don't
anyway.
think so.
This guy's mean.
What?
Sorry.
Do you maybe Lahni?
He's a higher level than us, right? He's a
He's
20.
20.
Higher level.
Yeah.
We can take him though. What, a level 20 paladin that's has his ass already kicked?
His ass is extremely kicked right now. That's a very good point.
I roll for initiative.
Whoa.
He saves our lives though. He did save our lives. We owe him that.
Yeah, that's why I'll let him take the first shot.
Nice.
Come at me.
We must find, and I'm sorry if this is a problem for any of you, but we must find Adira Harper.
Now,
Why?
Michael, I was going to ask this a couple minutes ago, and I'm sorry, listeners who have listened to several episodes back to back are going to groan. What do our characters know of Adira right now? I forget if we got some hints about it. I thought Melora told us a little bit about it.
I'm trying to remember what Melora told you all. I think mostly that Adira betrayed her, right? And
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely knew that.
Got it. Oh, that traitor to the name of Harper.
We also have this. I don't know if Rowan has the ball or where it is, but she.
I think Lonnie's been holding on to it.
Yeah.
Rowan
will pull it out.
pulls Lahni's arm up.
At first, she gives her the ferret wine, and she's like, "Oh wait, hold on."
tell me of this thing. Is it some sort of? It looks strange.
Well, you see here, you poke the buttons, and then different realms light up, and we've determined that it has something to do with the gods. For instance, Melora was under attack, as you know, in the Feywild, and that's where this little cubey boy right here came up, right here, see? And when we press this one, in this one together, it shows up, it shows up in the Shadowfell. Boop, boop. It's been mostly baffling about how it works and things like that. I don't know if it's necessarily a god finder or a realm under attack finder, but
so far it's been leading us to the correct places that we need to go.
Exactly.
Oh, what
so
if
it is
we
a
showed
map?
them? Yeah, it's like a map, but maybe there's a couple places we don't know what they are. Maybe you would know.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I could take a look.
Can we poke all of that? Lahni won't let him actually take it. She just holds it in her hand.
Yeah.
And
Did the places change? Because I felt like when we got to Paylor,
they changed color, and then Paylor
I'm so kinda
changed.
confused about what the fuck happened in Paylor.
The one that used to show Elysium now shows the Shadowfell.
Got it. But it showed it before we walked in, and then based
Right.
on timey
So
wimey
now 2 of the buttons show the Shadowfell.
Got it.
Oh, so there's 2 things there. There's something that was
because-
already there, and then there's Paylor.
Yeah. He goes,
Yeah, we think it's a god map, I think.
I
Would
do
it-
believe you're correct that this is the Shadowfell.
Would it be safe to assume, and maybe this is just what everyone else was thinking, I just need to say it in words, would it be safe to assume that it shows us where the gods are at the location they are when we press the button, and that's why it changed whenever we got to Paylor, or whenever we got to Elysium, because Paylor wasn't there anymore?
Well, did Paylor get taken after we got to Elysium, but before we got to see him, or did he get taken before we ever got to Elysium in the first place?
I think he got taken during the timey-wimey bullshit of when we stepped through the portal in the Feywild and arrived is what I believe
Yeah.
Michael clarified for us, which is not. I'm not positive if that's what we understood to be the case. But when we got to Palor's Hope, or excuse me, Elysium, he was already gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think the important thing is that now all signs are pointing towards us having to go to the shadow.
And Michael,
Mhm.
the Shadowfell is also the Underdark in this beautiful campaign.
So basically one way to get to the, and I won't make you roll for this because I think you guys will just know this. One way to get to the Shadowfell is by going through the Underdark.
Okay.
But the Underdark is essentially just a series of caves underneath
So
Prime Material Plane.
the
And
Underdark
it's
is
dark
the
there.
Shadowfell's foyer.
Sort of, yeah. And the Shadowfell itself, if you go far enough, will lead you to the Raven Queen's place.
Nika's eyes. He's got so big.
So when we got the Underdark button pressed, is that the Underdark or is that the Shadowfell?
It's the Shadowfell.
Got it.
I think I
and
mixed
then
the wrong thing at one point because sometimes in my head I mix those two up.
Yeah, and
Because it's like kind of like two parts of the same
Right.
situation a little bit in our campaign.
and I know that you were playing with changing the Shadowfell or the Underdark for how it works in Drunk Rose.
This is definitely different than how it works in the Forgotten Realms.
Gotcha. Perfect.
This
And
is the
we
drunk roast version of things.
and we still believe this to be the City of Brass, the other button, the Elemental Plane of Fire.
Eckhart looks at that and he goes, "I've been there. That is, in fact, the City of Brass."
Yay. Now, what about this one? And I press this one. It's a barren plain, huge fortress, metal soldiers, dole, some legions, fiends.
I cannot say. It does feel like a place of great evil to me, though.
Would there be anyone else there that would recognize what it is? Since we have a group of, like, Aludra and
right.
Jayla.
Jayla.
I don't think Aludra or Jayla would. Like, Jayla could recognize some other worldly things since she came from outer
Strange
space. Is what I like to
places.
think.
That's where heaven is. And all her lives, right? Let's use the Deva's 4th edition power where she talks to her.
My God, my deity. Well, let's not do that because I don't think we ever figured out what Jayla's deity is.
No, don't you talk to your past lives, right?
Oh, yes. Yes.
And Jayla, you told me one time that your past life lived in a...
Oh my God, Tim's gonna go through a bunch of notes.
barren plain, huge fortress, dull metal, legions of soldiers, fiends.
Can I roll
Cool.
something, Michael?
I don't think that's a thing that could possibly be true.
Damn it.
Michael, wow.
I'm going to say no to this one.
I don't remember that.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, wow. Someone read the Reddit thread jerking you off.
Toby, I think that might have just been something that was oversaid in the jerk year. I don't
Oh, yeah,
remember
you
that.
screamed. You weirdly screamed. Oh, yeah. One of my past lives is from a barren plain. Yeah, baby. Huge fortress. Ooh, so good. Dull metal. Legions of soldiers, Eludra. Fiends is what you screamed.
Yeah, I just remember that because sometimes you just get real fucking horny from the Bronze Age, and I just love it when Eludra just hammers me.
We both are Bronze Age enthusiasts, both in and
Wait,
outside
are
of
you
the
guys
bedroom.
like steampunk? I'm not ready for our podcast.
Damn,
to dip into
yes.
steampunk.
Fucking
I
pissed.
still wore weird goggles, and that was
You
the
don't
most I
have
was
to,
willing.
This is what Eludra and Jayla are up to now in their lives.
They're
Their free time.
exploring things.
They're
They
really
like to
into
cosplay.
valves right now.
Yeah.
You say cosplay?
No, cosplay.
I was like, what's cosplay?
No. They
Uh,
like dirigibles.
if these are fiends, then mayhaps it is the abyss or the nine hells, some other foul place like that.
These are
For sure.
These are all very bad. I feel like we've basically gone to all the good places on the orb.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, we know where we need to go next. I forget. I think we're just letting Elysium get destroyed unless we're able to send reinforcements or anything like that.
Eckart, is there anything you could do about that? Can you?
My meager forces were pretty much annihilated when we came here. I was actually sent here by Palor himself.
Whoa!
Yes, I was in Elysium trying to find Adira Harper, and he actually, Palor, summoned me and gave me a direct order. And when someone of Palor's statue gives you a direct order,
For sure.
what can you do other than follow it?
Do you think he knew
That
something bad was going to happen? I mean, he's a god.
he knew Palor's hope was under attack.
But did you know something was going to happen to Elysium, though?
Yeah, and that's why he sent you away, because if you're one of the few people who can deal with a lot of these problems, it would make sense that he would try to save you.
It also is pretty cold of Palor to just let the rest of his people be sacrificed like that.
But
So
they're already dead, so it might not be all that bad.
true.
Did we ever figure out where dead people go when they die?
Not.
It's a little confusing if you ask me.
People die when they're killed.
Say your catchphrase.
By the confusion of Rhaegar. I don't know.
He said the thing.
So you,
I think you're neat.
Thank you. I think you're neat. I've come around on you
Yay!
ever since
I'm
the
Toby.
utensil thing.
Behind him, there's 1,000 spoons that just immediately vanish into thin air.
So you do not know the location of Adira.
No.
No.
And I don't know how we would find out. I mean,
It feels like we're chasing her and we keep getting to places a ding dang too few steps behind. Ding dang it.
Well, why don't we just go to places before her?
Damn. Whoa. Wow.
That's a great
Well-
idea.
Truly a good plan. But
I mean, I guess
Maybe I can use some of my contacts within the White Spire to find a. I don't personally know how to cast Find Person, which makes me mad. And we could take wizard. We could hire a trained hireling as per the player's handbook. I think it's only like 50 gold a day to save the realms. My goodness.
no good, friend. I've just come from the White Spire, and they knew not of Adira's
No.
location.
Right, but I'm gonna rent myself a damn wizard, and we're gonna
put them to work.
they're gonna.
Toby,
Wait.
aren't you the best wizard in the world?
I am. Thank you. But that being
Who
said,
would you
my
rent?
specialty is illusions, not finding people
Ah.
or divination. So I feel
This-
like what we should do. Here's my plan.
Oh, I was just going to correct this woman here with the dead animal around her waist. Big B is clearly the greatest
Who's
wizard
that?
in the realm. He is the leader of the Circle of Seven, of course.
Yep.
You might have heard of his many hand-based spells.
Wait a second. He does this. Boom, boom, boom. Big hand. Wow, you've met him?
I
I thought
have.
he was a legend.
He is a legend,
Oh,
And my friend.
he's alive?
friend.
Can I make an
Wait.
intelligence check?
Do you
a
know
Bigby
where?
check?
You can
You
make
can
it. check.
Arcana.
Check for Bigby's. Oh, that's good.
31.
This bitch knows all about Bigby's.
I rolled 19. I have a plus 12 Arcana.
Last you heard was that Bigby had gone missing maybe a decade ago,
Huh.
maybe 15 years ago, something like that. And he was gone for a very long time, but then maybe about 5 or so years ago, after the demon apocalypse and all that fun stuff, he reappeared.
Do you know where he is now? Because Adira was rumored to be mixed up with the Circle of Seven. So maybe if we could find them, we could find her.
Well, you have found the Circle of Seven.
Well, where?
We were the Circle of Seven.
Whoa!
Well, no. Don't be silly. I am of the Circle of Seven.
Whoa! Wow!
Oh.
By
But you
Rhaegar's impressive resume, I am of the Circle of Seven.
Holy biscuits and beans alive! I thought you all were just legends who lived in realms unknown.
Well, that is fairly true. What do you know of the Circle of Seven?
Can I count my 31 and all that bullshit?
I'll
do it again, Daddy.
I also have a note from previous that we've heard
Okay.
that
That's what I've been going off of.
the Circle of Seven is perhaps part of a conspiracy to destroy the world.
Yeah, and they want to keep balance, right? We know that.
Yes, that is true. But what do you know of balance, small friend?
Toby stands on his one foot, rolls a natural 1, and tumbles on his tuchus.
Oh no!
His robes falling over him, several bottles cranking open, and jewels and going everywhere. 2 jade crowns roll from him, and he just kind of looks up, embarrassed.
I can see that you probably think balance is all about good and evil, or maybe even order and chaos. But it's more.
That's
than that.
usually what it is.
It's more than that. There can be no happiness without sadness.
Sorry, I was just going back to my conspiracy theory that I thought whenever we originally talked about this, and it is right on.
Unchecked courage leads to recklessness. If we were to conquer death, life would soon overwhelm our natural resources, and we would have to take on crazy ideas like maybe removing half of the population.
No one would do that.
We are all about the middle way, and it is the best way. You must have balance.
Jayla starts shaking her head. She's like, "Yeah, this dude is fucking on the right track."
Taylor loves it.
Now, Adira Harper was also a member of the Circle of Seven,
Whoa!
and I fear she's betrayed us.
What? No!
Yes.
Ludra kind of whispers to Jayla, "Is this Eckart Dayhammer a bad guy?"
I think he sounds like a genius.
You're so hot when you're scary.
He did just come through and sort of save you guys. So he seems
He
like
did, but he also said he's gonna. It sounded like he's gonna kill some people.
He was joking about the Thanos reference.
I was making a Thanos joke.
Oh,
That was me. That
Was it a
me.
joke,
Oh.
though? Was
was
it?
it a joke?
And,
Well,
and
but
who
it's
is
not, I
this?
mean, he's making a fair point, you know. Like, you
Yeah.
can't, conquering death would have so many repercussions.
So true.
But
This is for the chat. They keep saying-
What are you doing? Did someone pay you that?
We're not getting paid by Chick-fil-A.
No, but the chat. It's a chat.
Are you gonna show
You
me your
know-
feet next? What's up?
No, I need money for that.
Yeah.
so Adira is known to have ties to the Nine Hells.
Oh, that's definitely true. I've heard all about her and her devils, and yeah, that makes sense.
But I've also fought with her to bring a lot of balance to the world. So I don't.
Did you guys?
I don't.
You haven't done anything evil, have you?
Evil?
Yeah.
I mean, I am personally not cool with evil. I am. A
So you
paladin,
don't really
a
seem like the
Rhaegar,
type.
I just
but-
wanted to make sure what we're dealing with here.
To be fair, Toby, this is Jayla.
Hi.
You could kill a whole group of people all in the name of good, so it doesn't really count being evil.
I know that, but I ate 20 orcs because they were attacking literal heaven. You know, if they sent orcs to destroy heaven because heaven got too powerful, that's evil.
Yes. So Adira brought us. She brought us an intel from hell, from the Nine Hells, telling us that do you know of the constant war between the Abyss and the Nine Hells, devils and demons, how they are constantly at each other's throats?
Yeah, we learned a lot about that during the apocalypse.
Chaos and order.
Yeah, we know a lot about that.
Yeah, I read about it.
That's like how I can summon demons, but they'll attack me right away.
So Adira brought us intel that the Abyss was about to overwhelm hell, and that Orcus had gained too much power, which led us to bringing him down.
You killed Orcus?
He's not destroyed, but not permanently.
Oh, neat.
But that led to even more imbalance. And then she went and did the thing with Melora. So,
was that to make balance too? That seems bad.
It does seem bad. I don't know what her game is.
Gotcha. Did she ever mutter about maybe her goals or in downtime when you chatting?
Adira is one of the smartest people I've ever known. Maybe only Bigby is smarter.
Well,
and I hear he's a 24 intelligence.
No, really? Well, in 100 years, I'll be more than that.
Just wait 100 years.
Fairby.
He said, go to sleep.
So, if she were, I wouldn't claim that I could figure out what she's up to. My strength is more in my arms than in my head.
Opposite. Well, do you think
maybe working for Asmodeus? I don't know.
Asmodeus?
Adira?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if you destroyed Orcus, then that would make perchance another chaos entity stronger, because even though they fight amongst the devils, they fight amongst themselves too. And Lolth oftentimes doesn't enter in the fray until she knows she can win. She's the more cunning of all of them on each side of the chaotic versus lawful. And the fact that we saw her first is interesting, because she is opportunistic and she doesn't do things lightly. So I think that's a clue, but I don't know what the clue means yet. If Asmodeus or Orcus did it, who knows why? They're chaotic beings.
Asmodeus is a very lawful being.
Oh, my bad. Oh, he's the money one, right?
He's the ruler of the devils in hell.
Yes. I meant I mean what I said, but flip a lot of that. I know what Asmodeus is.
Yes.
Well, I have an idea. We hire out sub-adventurers whom we have... We've already started training some people that in the Tower of Grey, whom we didn't think would be strong enough to roll with us, like Lahni and Skud here. All we need them to do, simply put, teleport to various realms that could fit the list here, and then cast a spell to see if Adira is there. Come on back. That's all. It's simple.
And in the meantime, should we go straight for the Shadowfell?
I think so.
Okay.
And I think we should hire someone as well to come with us and cast the spell, or buy a spell scroll. That's just something that we could do pretty simply.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I want to buy a spell scroll of locate person, or whatever that thing is called. You say
that seems really easy.
Yeah, because there's there's like rules.
Oh, I love rules.
What is it? That's the thing. Casimir Velikov?
What?
That's not right.
Nope.
There's like a locate person or something like that, right? That's the thing, right?
That's definitely a spell, yeah.
But
We all agree.
I'll find it.
I typed it and it come up. Maybe it's called something different.
Type it again with more conviction.
You're right this time.
Did you look it up in Bing?
Oh, maybe it's locate creature.
Oh, good point. And humans are creatures. Click that for me.
Today at work, somebody told me that they stopped using Google and they started using Bing because they have like ideological issues with Google as a company. And so like I watched them open up Chrome and click their Bing shortcut.
Oh my god.
Like, oh no.
I didn't have the heart to tell them.
Oh.
Yeah.
So one problem I'm seeing is that, well, at least with locate creature spell, you can sense the creature if it's within 1,000 feet of you.
It's not good.
So you can't just like go to a realm.
Well,
and be like,
I mean-
it's worth a try.
Do it, yeah, just in case, right?
Yeah. And Frank, do you think that we could buy, I don't know, we could buy 4 of these spells?
Locate. I mean, it's don't you know all the spells, Toby?
No.
Oh.
I can cast any spell I want under the 8th level once a day, but I prefer to,
you gotta save his strength.
I gotta
man.
save my energy, my humors.
Well, as long as you fill out the proper paperwork and get it all signed and approved by a manager, we will be able
I'm the
to
manager.
reimburse
It's
you,
approved.
and
Yay!
we'll be able to reimburse
Extremely
you sometime next
responsible.
quarter.
Wait, next quarter?
No, Frank. No, this is like critical to being alive. We need to do this now.
What do we have in petty cash?
Got at least $23, 23 gold.
Well, I have a lot of renown within several factions, whether it be the Tower of Grey or whether it be the White Spire. I'm sure I can get a good discount.
Maybe you can ask for a sample.
Make it for sample.
Sample scroll.
Locate hand.
Yeah.
You can have 4 scrolls of
Hell yeah.
locate creature.
Yes. Yes.
Toby, this is a very scary voice you were just doing. Just that I've never heard you talk like
What
that
do you mean?
before. You sounded really evil for.
What do you mean?
You're not making it better by talking extra high right now.
Oh. Well.
Tim is
So-
very deep in adding.
Yeah,
the
you guys talk for a
scrolls.
while. I'm on scroll zone. What level is this spell?
I have a question about balance.
Tell me, what is your question, friend?
How do you do it to breakfast?
Well, are you aware of the food pyramid?
Tell me more.
Well, it's all wrong.
I see cereal commercials where they have a lot of food on the table. Do I need all that?
No, just
What's a commercial?
just a bowl of cereal and some milk, and you're good.
Oh, well, when I was in the monastery, I got really bored, so I invented a TV.
And what do these letters stand for, friend?
To view, because that's what it's for.
Nice.
It's to view.
It's TV.
Yeah.
So, how shall we proceed?
Well, I think that it sounds like Toby had the idea that we send a few folks to these other realms.
Yes.
Which one of them we don't really know. Well, I guess we had a guess that it might be where Asmodeus is, right?
Yes.
Do we know the name of the place where Asmodeus is?
Yes.
Asmodeus is on the lowest layer of the 9 hells.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
I don't feel super comfortable sending any of our adventurers there. Now, Eckhart, do you have any of your other Circle of 7 friends you could call in a favor for?
I imagine they would want to, help us rein in Adira. So it's just going to really reflect badly on you guys that she's out there and just doing whatever.
Elysium's going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
What's the balance in good heaven being destroyed?
There is no balance. It is an atrocity.
Tom's.
Oh, I dropped my
dog
coins.
Oh, these coins keep falling out of my pockets.
Yes, they are all working on this already. I am taking lead in trying to find Adira.
Okay.
And they are. I am not at liberty to say what they're working on. We are a fairly secretive organization.
Too true.
Spanning back millennia.
Too true. How does one join?
Oh,
Sounds like there's an opening in the Circle of Seven.
You must earn your way in.
I've seen the planet a couple times.
Well, that's a good start, I suppose.
Yay! I fought Groomsh and I didn't die.
My own story is pretty great. I'll tell
Let's
you.
hear all of it.
Well, all right. Did you hear the one about how Bigby went missing for a long time? Did you hear that one?
You told us that.
I know you rolled and you knew it yourself.
Oh.
Yeah. I heard rumors of it, even though I implied earlier that I didn't think Bigby existed. But yeah, I heard about it.
As did I, which is why I set forth and adventured through the abyss and killed thousands of demons. And eventually, I broke into a greater demon's fortress and slayed everyone around and fought my way deep into the dungeons, where I found poor Bigby, who had been captured and held against his will for years.
Whoa.
I freed him and took him from the abyss, and
Whoa.
he was so grateful. He made me one of the Circle of Seven.
Whoa.
Oh, is Bigby in charge of all this?
He is our leader.
Now, does Elminster exist in our
He
world?
does not.
Okay, I want to make sure where we are with
I
all
mean-
this.
Elminster's fake.
I'm sure there's someone named Elminster. Who knows? It's a common
Who
name.
knows?
I have a question about the Circle of Seven.
Oh, yes.
If you were
Sir.
to arrange your chairs in a different shape, would you change the name?
It's a good question.
Could you be the Rectangle of Seven?
Rectangles do not have as much balance as circles.
What about the Septicon of 7?
Oh.
That is catchy. It's been, again, around for millennia, so I don't know if me coming in and just changing names, I'd have to run it by Bigby.
So you've only been in the Circle of Seven for a while, a little bit.
Not for very long.
Oh, neat.
How long
I
has
mean-
Adira been in the Circle of Seven?
She was in there before me,
Cool.
but I have been.
We're learning
in
so
there
much
before.
about this world that I thought, again, was only rumors and scuttled butt.
Yes, well,
It is that, but there's more to it.
there's much more to it.
Well,
How shall we proceed, friends?
Oh, are you going to come with us?
I mean, are you with me in trying to track down this Adira?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Let's do it.
Great. All of you?
so-
Even you two?
But which two?
Are you
He's
talking
love
to
to.
two of my
Pointing at it.
skeletons?
Yes, he's pointing to your two skeletons. He's pointing to Jayla and Aludra.
Yes.
What?
I mean, I don't know. Wife, what would you like to
Jayla,
do?
We kind of look at each other. I mean, come on, guys, come on.
Jayla itches and twitches a little, like she's like,
She's like ready to go.
yeah.
I just worry about leaving
Hey,
Russia.
Mom.
Hi, honey.
When are we going back to Deep Home?
Yeah. I'm worried about if stuff's going bad here, it could be going bad there, and then we'd be gone, and then what would happen? Man, sometimes I just really miss being an adventurer and not having all these responsibilities.
It's fun.
Toby, can
Yes.
you doppelgangers?
Uh-huh.
Can you make clones of Eludra and I?
Well, yeah, I could do that for the first time.
Do you already have clones of Eludra and I?
No. Are you wanting me to create a
Is Toby like Batman, where he's got like plans, like within plans for in case anybody goes rogue?
100%. I'd like to think, at least. I don't know what Tim thinks.
We'll see.
Now, Jayla, you're talking about sending the clones with them to.
I can't. You're
Oh,
small from
yeah,
which
I guess
is
that would
is
work.
different, and I can do that. I can. If you give me 2 days, I could create it real quick and for free.
I mean, I don't know if we have 2 days. I mean, I think that this is a pretty serious situation, and
Okay.
as much as we'd love to have you along, because you both are obviously very capable people, I just, I think we got to get going.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Jayla, I think.
Could we dress up my skeletons? I can paint one purple.
Well,
Are those your skeletons?
Yeah, they're mine.
Whoa, those are awesome.
Hi, little boy. Do you like balloon animals?
What are you talking about? I'm like 20. Balloon animals are lame.
One of the skeletons
are cool.
One of the skeletons looks real sad as he puts his balloon away. Come here, young child. I'd like you to have this. And I pull out a bone. This bone came from a skeleton.
Oh, this is the sickest bone I've ever seen. All right, I'm gonna go and.
You're correct. It is very diseased.
I'm gonna go feed Daisy. Okay, see you guys later.
Don't feed her the bone.
She will become very sick.
wait, how strong is Bucky right now?
For those playing along at home, that was Bucky.
Yeah,
That was
what is his level? I was gonna ask that.
I don't know.
He's a level 3 food truck,
Yeah.
which is pretty high, all things aside.
The highest you can get in a food truck class is a 4.
Yeah. Well, so yeah. We should go to this town in Eludra and Jayla. Do you think you could handle the part where you send out spies to find out maybe if the other planes have heard of Adira?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
100%.
definitely. We can do that.
Weekend trips, even. I mean, we've been talking about how we want to get away.
Exactly. See, this is the compromise.
Okay.
We can take care of our responsibilities at home, but we still get a little bit of that adventuring on the side.
It's very important that you do
Maybe we'll
this.
go out in disguise.
It's very important that you do this during the weekdays.
Oh, we'll do it soon.
Oh,
we're gonna do it.
like very
Yeah.
quick.
Okay, we're gonna do it today.
Like, maybe we could take like a short week, like a Wednesday through Friday kind of trip.
I like it. We're gonna do it now, Toby. We're gonna do it right now.
Nice.
But I've got to take care of my people as well. It's
Studies have
balance.
shown that a 3-day weekend makes employees more productive.
This guy is so smart. You just did a good job hiring him.
A woman walks into the room.
Hi.
Who is it?
And she says, "Did someone say they needed a spy?"
God damn it!
It's been so long, and I get.
And
brought a
then
big
we'll
old
end our
hug.
episode. Yay! Episode's over.
What? Oh. No.
Cliffhanger. Who was that
We'll just
woman?
keep talking to each other's characters a lot.
My favorite thing to do is when Michael's like, "We're done." We're like, "Let's keep going."
Watch as we turn these cliffhangers into cliffbangers.
Nice. That's epic bacon. Bachmann, do you want to read some feedback, or do you want me to do it, my brother?
I can. If you want me to.
That didn't sound. You didn't sound
sounded-
super enthused.
Mildly,
I mean-
aggressive.
I don't know why
I know
thought you were
I
gonna
always
say
say be aggressive,
insubordinate.
be aggressive,
Like the
but,
cheer.
I'll do this one, and how about you do the next one?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
A compromise.
yeah. That sounds great.
Perfect. All right. William Haberworth from Canada says, I started at the beginning. Good day, man. Only caught up to episode 33. This podcast is amazing. Escher Lover says, Rose Gold, just started listening to this podcast last month and made it 120 episodes in. I'm glad I found this podcast. There are still over 100 episodes to listen to. Thank you. Golly G. Holly from the United States says, finally ran his podcast after 4 weeks of listening and 150 episodes with Tim. Great name, by the way. Telling me to rate this podcast. I've finally been convinced to give Drunks and Dragons a well-deserved 5-star review.
Thanks, Fred.
Can't wait to catch up. Slotty the Slad says, may the arrow fall far from the tree. My favorite scene is when Michael killed all of Tim's family, but his uncle was so dedicated to his craft that his last venture was trying to sell the adventurers the arrows that shot him.
I don't remember that at all.
That's very funny. I don't remember it either, but that sounds very funny.
PS2 Harper's kids view the Mushroom Children Harper kidnap as brothers. No, they're uncles. Yeah, uncles. Because they age quicker than they do. Muncha Quichi says, exciting, funny, and surprisingly full of heart. Love this podcast.
Tim, do you know what it is? It's Munch Makuchi.
Ew, you tricked me. Love this podcast. I've had this wonderful cast whispering sweet nothings into my ear during my 12-hour shifts for the past 2 months. And I finally caught up with the current episodes. I feel like there's some void in my life now that I have to wait for new episodes to come out. So if y'all could start producing 12 hours of content today, that'd be great. If our Patreon gets to 138,000.
We'll be right in the content mines 12 hours a day.
It'd be so bad.
That includes all previous tiers. You do get advertising rights to my dick.
Yeah.
I mean, if all 5 of us were if you could combine them, 12 hours is a lot for one day.
It's a lot. Yeah.
That's like an unhealthy amount. I don't think I could do it.
I don't have
too
anything
much.
else to do.
Like even Tim, whom loves attention, I would be on stream, but I'd just be on my phone.
What else is new?
Wow.
Damn. Well, from doing the 24-hour streams, it quickly drains you, and then we would start making bad content. But
You don't want that.
Thrifty the train conductor says, my dark past 7, eat the bacon and whatever. Mika says, you guys are the best and only D&D podcast I have ever listened to. I work at a very mundane factory, and this has been keeping me from going. I don't know what that means, but I think it's bad. I started listening to you about 4 months ago. I'm currently on episode 151. I can't believe Blizzard's going to swing the hammer. Anyways, keep on doing what you do best, and hello to me from the past. PS, if we ever have a GeeklyCon in New England, we won't. Sorry, buddy.
But we have meetups in New England.
Yeah, all the time.
We'll have meetups
Constantly.
in New England. We go to PAX East.
Yeah, PAX Unplugged.
Yeah, PAX Unplugged.
That's
Well,
not New England.
New
PAX
England.
East.
That's mid-Atlantic.
Yeah, different.
Close enough.
That's still
More-
the East.
It's on the east, or it's past the Midwest for sure. But yeah,
What is Pennsylvania?
What
Who
is
knows?
it? Yeah.
It's mid-Atlantic.
Morg for Crows says, gives me ear boners. I've been listening for 1.5 years, finally caught up, so thought now's the time to review the only podcast worth listening to. Keep up the awesome content. XXX69 Thumbnail Master 69XXX from New Zealand says, this podcast is so good I run their YouTube. This podcast is so good and reduced me to so many tears that I'm leaving my 3rd review. There's so much good stuff on here. Comedy, chemistry, a sterling story, and yes, tears from laughter and sadness. Start episode 1, you coward, and just enjoy the ride. See you, GeeklyCon 19. Thank you, Karen. Septipus 123 5678, trying to trick me. Reboot. I've been putting up with this podcast for 270 episodes, waiting for the reboot joke. And finally got one. It makes 3 years of inside jokes worth it. Way to go, team! Been as Foster forever. P.S. I listen to this podcast when I'm drunk. Cheers. Wow. Lev Stockton says, I really listen to Okay Bye. And so first and foremost, this is one of my top 2 favorite D&D podcasts. That being said, I recently went back and listened to Okay Bye, which is one of my favorite episodes, and realized that you guys used to get a lot drunker than you do now. That's true. It was so good. You need to get drunker more. Do it for the cast.
You occasionally accidentally get very drunk.
The issue is we have to get drunk together. Now what we typically do is only one of us gets drunk.
Right.
And
Yeah,
then I
we
feel
gotta-
bad about it in the morning.
Yeah, and we all get like self-conscious.
We gotta get real rowdy one night.
That is the worst thing, though, is that, like, I'll drink and I'll be like, in the moment, I'll be like, oh my God, I'm having so much fun. This is the best episode I've ever podcasted. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm like, what the fuck did I say?
It's
Post booze and shame.
it's
So
a
everyone, just
balancing act.
be nice to all of us the next morning if we say something
just
dumb
be
on the
nice.
show.
Be nice. Buy me a
all of us
muffin,
all the
please.
time.
Yeah.
Call me Animal69 says worst self-prostate exam walkthrough podcast, but sly flourish of fun. Just started listening to you guys about a month ago. Started episode 1, currently on 25. Love it, love it, love it. Long live Tom Darkblade. They ask, how can I hear the 3 shows Tim DM'd all these years later? Hello, person that can't hear me right now. It's called Patreon. If Jason wants to listen.
.com/D&D
3
podcast.
Kickstarter episodes are on Patreon.
Click the exclusive tab.
Click it. The boss from the United States says 7 thumbs up. Started listening at episode 245, and we're about to start at up 1. Love listening to this when I work or while I'm grabbing a beer at my favorite bar, Dungeons and Drafts. Really? I love you all and keep all those fantastic stories. I want to go to Dungeons and Drafts. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much. As I've said dozens of times, these reviews are literally some of the reasons why we are able to smile
That's true.
in a day.
That is for sure.
We can attribute so many of the cool shit we're able to do by that. And as I've also said, this is true for every podcast that you review. So if you like a podcast that's not us, please review them as well, because it helps them so much.
It's the easiest, most free thing you can do, and it means
Exactly.
the world to us.
Yes.
I know there's a weird subset of people that think that signing up for Apple, for like Apple Podcasts or iTunes or whatever, is, I don't know, like being thrown into the water when you're a kitty cat or something like that. But it's not that hard. But that being said, whatever, you live your life.
Do your thing, man.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to get in touch with us, we're on Twitter. We're at GeeklyInc or at D&D Podcast. And I'm personally at Thrifty Nerd.
I'm at Tim Lanning.
I'm at Jennifer Cheek.
I'm at Nika_Howard.
I'm at the Mike Bachmann.
Didn't get your fill of action and adventure in this episode of Drunks and Dragons? Well, make sure to head over to GeeklyInc.com, where you can find other thrilling podcasts, the hottest nerd news, fan art to make you blush, and gear to level up your adventuring quest. When you've finished deciding how to find Adira, head on over to Apple Podcast or your other podcast app of choice to leave us a 5-star rating and review. Also, don't forget to head over to patreon.com/D&D podcast. Once you become a patron, you have access to exclusive content like ad-free episodes that you won't be able to find anywhere else. Every pledge helps us keep growing and makes the show better with each episode. New episodes come out every Monday, so go subscribe, get your quest log filled, and get ready for things to get dicey.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. Until then, keep it dicey.
Stop and export, please.
Stop and
Stop.
export. Stop and
And
export.
That was a really fun episode.
I thought you were going to say there's really fun episodes, and I'm like, Tim,
But
I have a surprise for you. There's going to be another one.
what do you mean?
285?
Could use
Four?
more battle.
Five.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we were whacking each other.
What? We did roll once, I think.
I have a question for you. And this is maybe like a how the sausage is made question, but at some point, should I figure out what I need to do with Jayla since she doesn't have a deity anymore? Or is it just going to be like
What?
I think that's a
RP
good
stuff.
idea.
What's
to
the
do
number?
250 or 285? Okay.
You never. I mean, I don't have any specific plans, but you never know.
Well, that's
You
just
start worshiping Harper.
Yeah, when are we going to get our own pantheon?
Oh.
Yeah, Michael,
What
kill
are
the
the
god.
gods?
You have to kill Bigby too. We're gonna get sued.
Bigby's gotta
How
go.
did Skud level up so much
Spelled
without ever
differently.
leaving the monastery?
he was really trying.
Yeah, Michael, what the fuck? Why'd you do that?
It was like a Dragon Ball Z situation.
Mhm.
Like,
It's a
or
gravity chamber.
Like, it wasn't that happened?
Hyperbolic time chamber, buddy.
in Bleach when he like goes into the weird.
Oh, he goes
zone?
into the backyard.
Yeah,
Um,
like.
Oh, I was thinking of like
fucking
the bubble
Hyperbaric?
capsule. No, the capsule corp, like the gravity chamber thing that Vegeta.
Oh,
turns in all the time.
yeah. I think the hyperbolic chamber also has tons of gravity as well.
I have
It
an
would make
answer to
sense.
this.
That's why they
I-
were. What?
Yeah, I can tell you exactly exactly why he's such high level.
Why?
He's left.
I get it.
Wait, he just left. I
thought
can
he was
tell
gonna
you
tell me.
what's gonna happen to Harper right now too.
What? No! I have to go pet the cats.